How y'all doing once again, man? It's your boy L Dog back in the building. Larry Actions, man. What's going on? Uh, just want to talk about Bel-Air season 2, episode 1. Now, this was a good episode, a great opener episode for season 2. Uh, it takes place 2 weeks after the events what happened in the season finale from season 1. Uh, Will's still trying to, get over the whole situation with his father Lou. Um, as y'all know, it got hectic. You know what I'm saying? Blows were thrown. So for those weeks that Will's been gone, he's been staying with Jazz. And Will been in them streets, and that's the whole thing they're trying to keep Will from doing. Will been in them streets, been playing street ball, and that's how he been making his money. He been hustling out there on them courts. So, you know what I'm saying? Of course, they trying to keep Will from going back to that lifestyle. They don't want him reverting back to his old ways because that's the whole reason he came out to Bel-Air in the first place. But you see a lot of character progression in this episode, especially between Will and Lisa. Like you actually see them break up, and this is something that in my opinion, it really needed to happen because Will's still trying to figure himself out, his life, and what he wants to do with his life. Especially a fallout with his dad, and he been waiting to see his dad for years, and then you find out that he's a no good piece of shit, and Will feel like his whole world crumbling around him. So but eventually he does end up coming back home. He does end up coming back home, which is great. But he still has that, he has that ambition he wants to make it on his own. He don't want to be a failure or looked at as a mistake or whatever like that. He wants to be his own man. Can't knock him for that. They were celebrating Ashley's birthday party. Ashley was turning 13. And Tatiana Ali, she made her debut, first episode. And I'm thinking she's going to be a mainstay because she's Ashley's teacher. And they show a few things going on with her and the staff at the school, too. You know what I'm saying? This episode lets you know it's going to be like a lot of protest issues going on in this, in this season. Carlton, he's still Carlton, but, him and Will's bond has got even stronger. They almost like brothers. But going back to Will and Lisa, Lisa taking it pretty hard, of course, to break up or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? She actually said to Will that she loved him too. But, you know what I'm saying? Will was like, if it's meant to be, it'll be. And, you can't do nothing but respect that. And they also introduced Jackie. If y'all remember on the original show, Jackie was played by Tyra Banks. So they introduced the character Jackie into Bel-Air. And I honestly think we're going to be seeing a whole lot of her. The interaction between her and Will, you already know they're going to hook up. They are definitely going to hook up. Still feels like a lot of animosity between Jeffrey and Uncle Phil, especially because of the fallout that they had in the first season. Uncle Phil didn't want Jeffrey to give Will that information about about his dad, but Jeffrey feels like that every child should know about his father. If he wants to know about his dad, who are we to stop him from finding out about his dad? He has a right to know. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And Uncle Phil, he's set in his ways. He ain't budging. But at the end of the episode, at the end of the episode, Will came back home, and at Ashley's party, Will and Uncle Phil, they had a talk. You know what I'm saying? Uncle Phil apologized for keeping that information about Lou from Will. But Uncle Phil stressed, you know what I'm saying, that, his he felt like his job was to protect him from finding out about his father so he couldn't be hurt or his feelings get hurt. You know what I'm saying? And I can understand it. But then at the same time, I'm kind of siding with Jeffrey too. You know what I'm saying? He has a right to know about his father. He does. He has a right to know about his father. Jazz and Hillary, that they made their relationship official in this episode too. Hillary wanted to keep Jazz a secret, and them Jazz ain't going. Jazz wasn't feeling them type of games. You know what I'm saying? So there was a situation with one of Hillary homegirls, and she was feeling Jazz, and man, Jazz just played the role. Jazz just played his part, which drove Hillary to the breaking point. And Hillary just came out and said it that yes, Jazz is not single. Jazz is her man. So I mean, it is what it is. Her ass, you quit playing them games, then she couldn't take it. But this was a really good episode. Oh, and one more thing that happened. So I did say that Will was been playing street ball. That's how he been making his money. So it's this cat that's overseeing the whole street ball scene or whatever like that. He got a lot of pull. You know what I'm saying? He can make stuff happen for these young cats that's playing ball on the street. Possibly getting them to the pros. So I forgot his name. I think his name was Doc or Jock or something like that. But he ends up calling Will. Everything about this dude is bad vibes. I mean, just bad news, man. So he ends up calling Will, and he tell Will, man, I'm gonna keep in touch. I like how you handle yourself on that court today. He said, be looking for my call or whatever like that. And Will's all excited. I mean, Will is excited, ecstatic about the opportunity. But as soon as he hangs up the phone, you know what I'm saying, the dude like, oh, you never know who you go into business with, you know what I'm saying? And then he looking at the tablet and he swipes the screen and he sees Will standing next to his Uncle Phil and Aunt Vivian's family, the Banks family that, he's a part, that's his family. And of course, them being rich and Uncle Phil being in the public eye like that, man, you already know it's probably gonna be some kind of blackmail. Like I said, this dude just seemed like he bad news, and he looked like he gonna be that main, bad guy or whatever like that through the whole series this season. But we'll see what happens. Can't wait the next week to the next episode. This is a really good episode. You know what I'm saying? The first season blew me away. All the actors, as usual, they did their thing. They did a phenomenal job. Perfect casting. But y'all let me know down in the comments what y'all thought about the first episode. And make sure y'all like and subscribe. God bless the Fed. Whoa.